everybody. It's Lisa with Junk Journal Gems. I am here today with some new to me and some new craft supplies. And then I thought we would finish making a little project that I'm working. I'll show you what I've been up to while I've kind of been away from you a little bit. But I had some issues with having migraines, and doing migraines and doing videos just don't work for me. So where was that? Where did I have to go? Oh, I had to make a little trip for work and stopped at a charity shop on my way home and was able to find some things that will be fun, I think, from the charity shop. I found some really great stamps. They're all, I think, yeah, they're all Stampin' Up! Stamps. They're older, like from 2005. But they still work, and they work out great for our purposes. I was playing with these and using some of my Tombow brush markers so I could have color in this stamp, and these are so fun. They're a really nice size, I think, for what we do. So I'm going to make some embellishments. In fact, I think I did all right. Yeah, I did. I'll show you what I made. I made some of these with these. These are the ones that I did with the markers. So that's kind of fun. This will just be nice to make longer clusters with to go on pages. So I'm really glad I found those. And what else? There's this one. And it's got like different stamps and tickets on it, numbers. I think this will make a fantastic background. So that'll be fun. And these, I wasn't thrilled with all of them, but I thought if I did an autumn one, this would be good. This one I really liked with the flowers and the butterflies. This one's kind of cool with the cottage and the lighthouse in the back. And this just says best wishes and thank you. So I picked up those. So that was part of my charity shop find. And then I found some books too. This one is, it's called A New German Reader, and it's all in German. I think the way that these were used, let's see, what's the copyright date of this? 1912. In Wisconsin here, and it looks like this book was found at one time in Milwaukee. In Wisconsin, when a lot of the German immigrants came over, they had schools that were specifically German for German students. So I would assume, since they didn't speak English, these may have been the readers that they used, because the introduction is in English. And then I'm just looking to see, yeah, it includes some incidents of American and especially German American history. Beginning with a trip on the German ocean liner, the pupils are led through Hamburg, Berlin, the giant mountains, Wartburg, and so forth. So these were used in schools in the area for German students, or students from Germany. So there's that one I thought would be great to use. And then I found this book, Homestead on the Hillside. This one is probably, I would guess, about that same age. It doesn't have the copyright date in it any longer, but the pages will work out nice for some collage. It's got super nice coloring to it, but I really bought it for the cover. I'll clean this up and use that. I just think these books make just such nice journals because they're such a wonderful size. And then here's a Betty Zane, or a Zane Grey book. And this one is probably from, again, about that same, yeah, this is 1903. So again, nice age to the pages. But again, I bought it primarily for the image on the cover. I thought was really pretty. So those were fun. That's what I got from the charity shop. And I got these decoupage papers through a company called Little Birdie. And they're new to me. I had never ordered from them before. But I saw these and I wanted to give them a try. There's this pattern. There's this one with the butterflies. That is really pretty. This one is just gorgeous. I can see using even just portions of this like that. And there's several papers inside. I'm going to open up one of these so we can check it out together. And I didn't think the prices of these were bad. Look at these, are just perfect for on little journaling cards or something. Oh, that's pretty. I didn't realize the ones in the back were bigger. Oh, I love it. Yeah, the way that I found them is I just Googled Little Birdie, and there they were. That's pretty. And these I just thought were too pretty to pass up. You could even fussy cut out these butterflies. But let's check out. Sure. How do I open it? How do I open it? Let's see. I want to just see how many papers are in there and what they feel like. And some of you may have already used this kind of thing. Yeah, it's single side. It's not like a tissue paper. It's like paper. I don't know what else to tell you. It'd be like it almost feels like a piece of copy paper. But there are how many in here? 1, 2, there's 4. So there's 2 of the bigger ones and 2 of the smaller ones. That's fun. I can't wait to play with these. I'm so glad I found these. So these will be fun. Again, they're decoupage papers from Little Birdie. Never ordered from them before. The product came, I would say, fairly quickly. It didn't feel like I was waiting too terribly long. Yeah, it says right on here, Lisa, 4 sheets with 2 designs. Is there a name of the design? Yeah, this one is called Butterfly. This one with the French on it is called Cafe Journal. The roses are called Rose Passion. And these are called Blossoming. And these are called Wild Blossom. What's this one called? Gosh, look at the back. Love it. It's called Butterfly. And this one is called Melody. And there were more. There were more. When I had ordered 2, they were running a sale, so they were out of stock on some. But I didn't check to see how long the sale was going on. I also purchased from Little Birdie some metallic wax. This is something I've never used before either. Exclusive metallic wax-based paste for adding a rich metal-like finish to plainer textured surfaces. Wonderful for filling cracks. Works well on most surfaces, including wood, paper, cement, clay. Permanent and creates a water-resistant surface after drying. Apply it on the surface of your choice with your fingers or a soft brush. Rub gently or use an absorbent paper. Fun. I'm going to use this today on something that we're going to be finishing up here. So those are my new craft supplies. And of course, I cannot wait to use this. How on earth do they have this on here? That is some of the toughest glue. Holy cow. Wow. That was tough. Okay. But what I'm working on, let me show you first. I've been following Corey Dahman's series of, what does she call it? An idea scrapbook, I think is what she calls it. And it's all kinds of ideas on things to make with scraps, and then she walks you through making a book to put all of the scrap ideas in. So this is the book that I've made. I loved how she did hers with the Tim Holtz paper, and I have this paper pad with scraps that was kind of coming apart at the seams. And what is this one called? I can tell you in a second. Oh, this is the correspondence one. I've got a few other papers in here that I had in my scrap pile, like this one. But most of this is from the correspondence paper pad. So that's the book that I made. Here's what the back of it looks like. And here where I patched it in, I just sewed around each of the pieces, almost like a quilt. And I've been following her series and making some of the little scrap ideas. So I've got little tuck envelopes here. What else do I have in here? I've got all kinds of little clusters. There's a cluster. Here's a cluster. Little matchbook notebooks like that. And then what else do I have in my little bucket? I've got some paper clips that I made. Here's another paper clip. Can you see his eyes sparkle? It's kind of creepy now that I look at it, but it's intriguing at the same time. I was just playing around and I put some of the liquid pearl kind of stuff on his eyes. Yeah, he sparkles now. Here's a little pocket that looks like a library pocket. So I've got some pockets in here. I've got some little scrappy journaling cards in here. Some tags are in here. Whoops. What else? More tags. That one I've got to finish. Here's another tag I sewed around. Oh, and then I made some scrappy tags. That's one. Here's another. I need to lay these down because I use my glue stick. I need to lay them down and flatten them out a little bit. And then this is another one of those foldy envelope things. More tags. I just got things out and started playing. This is an over-the-page paper clip with some pockets in it and a cluster on the other side. This is another one, over-the-page paper clip, clusters on it. And then this is along the line of what we're going to be doing today. I'm making just some little pockets with some vellum and some dictionary page. Something in there. Here's another one. This one I haven't embellished yet. I want to put something else on here. But that's what we're going to be making today. Let me put the book aside. Go ahead to Corey Dahman's channel if you want to follow along with her Scrap Buster idea book, or I think that's about what she calls it. But I wanted to make one more of these. So all I did was, this is a scrap of green hanging file folder that I had sitting in my scrap box. I'm trying to get rid of some of my scraps. It's just really out of control around here. And I just want us to finish this off. It's a super, super easy project. So all I did was I took my hole punch. This one, I have a couple punches that don't tell you the size of them. This one does. This one's an 1.5 inch punch. The other ones I didn't ink the hole. I think I want to try inking this one just to make it pop a little bit. So I hope you all are having a nice day. It was a nice day here in Wisconsin. It's supposed to rain tonight. We're supposed to have some thunderstorms. We need the rain. I was down in the Madison area today. Oh, one of our dogs, she, here's my old dictionary. This is the dictionary that I use. It's old. It's from, when are you from? 1959. One of the dogs just had been acting like she just wasn't feeling right. And this started yesterday morning. And we just kind of monitored her last night. And this morning she wouldn't eat again. She just wasn't acting herself. She was clinging on to me nonstop. And I could tell something just was making her uncomfortable. Well, then in the afternoon, she was getting more and more uncomfortable. And she started just like really panting, and so we decided, no, we got to take her in. So trying to get an appointment for her, we could not get an appointment with our new vet here where we live now. And we called around to, let me think, in our area we called 4 vets. We couldn't get her into anyone. And, you know, we're trying to get an appointment same day, so I get it. But we just had the idea, well, let's call our old vet where we used to live and see if we can get her in there. And they were able to get her in, thankfully. So I had to drive down that way. First of all, it's so dry down there. All the grass and everything is just parched. Just putting some little mushrooms in. I think what I'll do though with these, yeah, is ink them a little. But thankfully, the dog is okay. I mean, there's nothing terribly wrong. They did an x-ray because clearly it was, when they were feeling around on her, as I suspected, it was her stomach. Something was painful in her stomach, and they did an x-ray. There's no blockage or anything, which I would have been surprised. She's not one to chew on things or swallow something she shouldn't. All of our other dogs, I wouldn't put it past them in a minute, but it would have been really odd if she would have. But you never know. Dogs are dogs. And then they just think she has, I guess, they're not sure, but they think she's got some kind of what I call an itis. They didn't know if it was pancreatitis or I can't even remember the other itis, some gastro, something that she might have. So they gave her a little shot there for some pain relief, and she's perked up a little bit. She ate. I was just glad that she ate. I could not get her to eat anything. I tried feeding her pumpkin, thinking I could get things maybe moving for her or something. She wasn't having it, so then I'd have to take my finger and put it on her tongue. But when we came home, the shot, by the time we got home, because the vet was an hour away, by the time we got home, it had kicked in. So she was happy to eat. I got her to eat some chicken and a little bit of her kibble. So that's good. At least I don't have to worry about her not eating, because with small dogs, you just don't want them to go without eating too terribly long. And she's only, what? She's a Shih Tzu mix. She's only about 11 pounds. But it was funny because I don't give the dogs chicken on a real regular basis, but I do give them chicken or chicken and rice when they're not feeling good. And the Maltese was all like, well, how come she gets chicken? Why don't I get chicken? Not everybody can have the chicken. Uh-oh, I might have overshot my mark here a little bit. Let's see. I'm trying to get this there. That side works. Ooh. If I move this over, how's this little guy? Yeah, I can make it work. There. All right. Let me cut some of this off. All this is just some plastic packaging. You know, when you get some of the crafting supplies that we use, like stickers and things, they come with the plastic. That's all this is. You can see the tab at the top. I just saved that packaging and I use that for this kind of project. Works pretty well. I have a whole, I put it away now, but I have a whole big plastic envelope that I keep this kind of thing in. Come on. There. Perfect. All right, but I do want to cut it down a little. Plastic was sticking to my fingers. I tried shaking it in the trash and I didn't want to leave. I feel like this plastic isn't coming off. Okay, so now that I've got that in here with our trusty little art glitter glue, I just stick the nozzle in between the layers of plastic and glue down first the paper. I already glued the mushrooms on the paper, but I just don't want that paper sliding around inside that plastic. Okay, so that's good. Glue it down a little bit on this side too, so it doesn't have a chance to get flappy in there. That's a new word, flappy. And then get our image down in there, and then I just open this up and I glue around the circle so it's nice and tight to that. See, it's not tremendous rocket science here. Make sure with the art glitter glue on this kind of plastic, you do have a little wiggle time. And then I go to the other side and do the same thing. The art glitter glue will stick to it, but it does take just a little bit longer than it would on paper. Put the pin in. Okay, mush that down. Okay, so now we know that we've got the image stuck in place, so I don't have to worry about moving that around, and then I just come back in and I glue the sides together. Oh my, is my husband home already? get somebody else. He was gonna go practice shooting his bow. He and our youngest son entered a league together. And my husband is, I'll say it for him, he's a little embarrassed because our son is beating him and he won't have it. I said, I made the mistake of saying to him, well, why don't you just let him win for a change? And I know better than that. Of course, he doesn't learn anything or learn to strive towards something. And we're a wrestling family, so goodness sake, you don't let anybody win. But he looked at me like, are you kidding me? Let him win? So now he's sneaking off to the bow club to try to practice, so our son doesn't beat him. But what I don't get about it is they're on the same team. They joined this league, and the two of them are a team. So does it matter if they beat each other? I don't know. Whatever. It's a guy thing. They go do that kind of stuff, and I stay home and craft. Oh my goodness, it's sticking to me. Here we go. All right. So there's that. We've got our shrooms in there. Now, I wondered about putting on some of this, and let's see, some paper. I thought I should have pulled this out beforehand. My apologies. But I thought, no, that would look stupid, Lisa. Isn't it nice when you can be your own critic? I'm gonna tear off some Edith Holden words. That might be kind of fun. Okay, this. Glue this down like that. Like how I talk myself through what I'm doing. It helps. Helps you be the best crafter you can be. Let's see. I love little pieces with raggedy edges. Maybe I want these on this side. That, and then that, and that, like that. Yeah, I was thinking before about putting a phrase on it, but I like that a little better. Okay, I think I'm gonna glue this on with the Fabri-Tac. Okay. This, so I glue them together. Notice you don't have to do it this way, but I tend to like, you can glue an entire piece of fabric down, or you can just glue a portion of it and leave ends going, but I'm just going to leave the ends. I like it to be kind of flowy. So let's see. There's that. And we'll get this on there like so. There. And then I'm going to, this is a whale tail tag. I just cut out of, again, some more scraps. I'm in this scrap busting mode right now. I've got my little scrap thing that I keep on my desk. I've got this baggie of little snippets that I put on things. I've got this baggie of small cardstock. And I've got this bag of papers, and I have a big scrapbook box of more scraps. So I need to de-scrap. Okay, so we've got this on here now. So that will go on here like that. But I wanted to, I'm gonna move this a little. There we go. Let's give this a try. Oh, cool. Oh, that is so cool. I am loving this already. Oh, you guys, this is fun. I love this stuff. Now watch, I'm going to be putting this on everything. Oh, that is amazing. Love it. Okay, I'm going to leave the back without embellishment on it because I want to be able to slip it into a pocket without too much bulk. This is fun stuff. Okay. Trying to get a piece of paper towelling because I don't want to get metallic wax all over everything. But that is cool, cool stuff. That is fun. So now I'm like looking around at my desk like, okay, what else can I be putting that stuff on? That is cool. All right, get those out of the way. And then, whoops, way crookedly. Okay, and there we go. That is cute. Okay, this will go in my little bucket of things to put in my scrap buster book. And this is my new favorite supply. Little Birdie Metallic Wax. This color is antique gold. Fun, fun. All right, so the other thing that I wanted to do today, where did I put? Here it is. I wanted to, hold on, this is going to make a noise. I'm going to turn away from the camera so it doesn't hurt your ears. Okay, so this is just wax paper that I'm putting down because it's easy work surface for what I'm going to do next. I'm going to use my dictionary pages again from my old dictionary. And here I have a box of puzzle pieces from the thrift store that I got a long time ago. You can pick up puzzles from garage sales and thrift stores for like near to nothing. These are the larger pieces. You can also get bigger ones than this. It doesn't tell me on the box what kind of measurement the pieces are. I have small hands, but look at how I have the antique gold on my fingers. But we're gonna do something with these. I should have gotten out some, I also have some bigger puzzle pieces. I should have gotten those out. But what I wanted to do was get out the Mod Podge. So here's our Mod Podge. Here's our puzzle pieces. And then I have two different sizes of brushes. And these are just the cheapest paintbrushes that, crafting paintbrushes that I can get from, I guess these are from Michael's. So don't, go to Walmart, whatever, don't, for a project like this, don't get something that is a big deal. So let me just see if this one will fit on here, and I do believe it will. Oh, and I used to have a nail file that I kept in my craft room, and I think I can find it. I don't know, and I was gonna grab my regular one that I use. I forgot to, because all that we're going to do is put a little Mod Podge on here, put our dictionary page on top, and I want a little Mod Podge on top because on this, you wouldn't have to have shine. You can use, I would suspect you can use matte medium as well, like a Liquitex matte medium, and that will give you a matte surface. This will be shinier, which is okay by me. Really? There we go. And just going on here to do this, and then once this is dry, I will come back and tear off the excess edges, and then take the file and file around the edges, and I will be doing both sides of these. Take these pieces, even though I would call them a medium-sized puzzle piece, not the itty-bitties, but not the huge ones either. They're still so small, it doesn't take much to cover them. I thought I might use or need that paintbrush, but I won't. And I've got some ideas once it's all dry on both sides and both sides are covered on what to do with the edges of the puzzle piece. But first things first. First, we got to get this part done. And this could be an epic fail too. I've never tried it. I'm sure someone else has. But I wanted to use these to make some charms. There's those. Whoops. Come on. There we go. He just got a little stuck. All right, let's get some more out because this is kind of fun. It's relaxing. All right, so this is our first step in making our little puzzle piece embellishment. So I hope you're able to craft along with me. Next time we get together, we will, I'll be going ahead and doing the other side so you don't have to watch me do the same thing. And when we do the other side, then I'll show you how I take a nail file and go around the edges, and then we can embellish them as well. So that's when the fun stuff really starts. Get out all your fun little things and have a play. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.